Well, hello and welcome to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the most innovative tarot reading on the internet. Reason why? Well, it's not simply tarot, it's a metaphysical reading. Let me explain for you. First of all, I take a 3 card read, and I use only 3 tarot cards because I am looking for a frequency that will activate your manifesting ability, which is your kryptonite. Very important. I've done tarot for over 20 years, and that time I found it really didn't predict anything, but it wasn't intended to predict anything. Its purpose from the beginning was the science of potential, your potential to manifest, your potential to activate that human kryptonite that is your imagination. That's what it's here for. So, with that in mind, I build off of that information. I have 3 cards. I don't need 30. I don't need 100. I've seen people do 100 cards in a reading, and I'm going, what the hell are you going to pull out of this thing? Come on. 3 cards, 3 different frequencies distilled into something that can touch your matrix. Okay, so we got that. Great. I don't simply deliver the tarot information and go, well, you're on your own now. Too bad. What I do is build from that point. Okay, but to do it correctly, I have to make sure that my tarot reading activates your manifesting ability. And by doing that, I have to get you to see the big picture, your tarot frequency plus something I'm going to explain in a moment. So, in the meantime, as I'm laying out the frequency stuff for your manifesting, no fantasy, no unicorn stuff, no rainbows, no woo woo. We're getting some mysterious energy wave from outer space and it's gonna. Shut up. All of these idiots who have done tarot and have been doing this woo woo stuff, let's just say the last 4 or 5 years, how have they done? Have they made your life better? No. So the idea is for all of us, we have the capacity to use this human kryptonite called manifesting. It's your matrix revealed. That's what the tarot thing does. 3 cards, it's clear, concise, right to the point. It's a laser beam, but that's just the beginning. We're talking about tarot transmutation, right? So what I have to do is look beyond the tarot. I want let's call it a cosmic weather report. Okay, so you have the tarot frequency. Great. How do you apply it? How do you use it? For example, let's say let's say you want to take a long weekend and you want to get out of the city. You want to get out to the country, the mountains, the lakes, the sea, whatever the hell you want to do. Now, as you're planning that trip, you want to find out what the weather's going to be like, right? Because it's going to be rainy unless you're a frog or a fish. Generally, it's not a lot of fun. We want sunshine. Or in the winter, a lot of people like snow. You want to know what's going to be the weather forecast so that you can prepare for it, right? The energy is to go out and have fun. Well, the tarot is to go out and have a life. But what is the cosmic weather report? So I do it one of 2 ways. One, I use astrology because I've done astrology for over 50 years. It is the science of cycles within cycles within cycles with I mean it's just it can make you nuts, and I've never seen, and I know some pretty damn good astrology readers. I've never seen them be able to make heads or tails out of it unless they focus on one specific thing. Then you can tie it down. Otherwise, 12 houses, bunch of planets, and everything is moving. You got the nadir, you got the midheaven, you got eclipses, and then you got all kinds of different angles, biquintile and septile, and and it's just like, ugh, chop suey. So I don't do that. I take, generally speaking, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, because they're generational. They have profound effects. Sometimes they're seen immediately. More often than not, they're kind of underneath, especially with Pluto and Neptune. I also will look a little bit at Saturn and Jupiter, but they're less profound, although they're activators. So I take that and I match up when I'm doing the astrological part, I match it up to another time in history so you can see what it's like, how you can compare. Like, for example, 2 years ago, we had planets Neptune and Pluto in the exact same position they were when we signed the Declaration of Independence. It takes Pluto 250 years to go around our solar system, so it took 250 years. By the way, we're coming up to our 250th anniversary next summer. But you go back to 1776, what do we have? We had revolution, evolution. We were changing government. We were making it better, ideally, for people. And we also had Uranus there, and that's the planet of revolution. Well, what do we have in the country now? What do we have in the world now? We know we have to evolve. That's unavoidable. How are we going to get there? Probably revolutionary energy of some kind. But how about the Civil War? Well, we also had Neptune involved along with Uranus again. Civil War, 1860. Guess what? That combination of planets has come back. So we got the Pluto Uranus, the Neptune Uranus. What are we looking at? Civil War, revolution, evolution. Yes. So you have a sense of feeling of what you're stepping into. So now you can use that manifested energy, the tarot energy, more effectively. If I don't use the astrology, what I will do is grab stories from the current time. And I mean current time, it could be 20, 30 years. Okay? And we see through those stories taken from the news how the energy applies. But the important thing is, I want to give you your tarot frequency, but I also want to give you a cosmic weather report so you know how to use that frequency. Make it your spiritual kryptonite. Ready? That's the whole point of this doggone thing. I want you to really make the most. Keep your strength, your imagination strong, vital. That's going to make all the difference in the world. So, we're going to begin our evolutionary journey in just a moment. I got a couple of things to take care of. First of all, the cosmic cycles. Remember, we talked about cycles within cycles within cycles? Yeah. Today's tarot message: the cracks are beginning to show all around the world. By most every measure, we are facing profound change. Things and ideas that have been built in the world order for centuries are showing their age and their errors, where they're corrupt, where they need destroying. We know that change is inevitable, and it's going to be cataclysmic. Not going to be little stuff. It's going to be big stuff. So each of us plays a vital role in this evolutionary move. We don't patch up a broken egg. We make a new one. Well, chicken does, but you get the idea. We have to begin again. Each of us, one by one, have to begin again. And that energy, that will help build the change, the evolution that we need, not just looking for, we need, but we got to take control. Otherwise, other people will take it from us. Hey, want to also take the opportunity to let you know that I do have an email, tau-tarot@proton.me, tau-tarot@proton.me. Feel free to respond in any way, good, bad, or indifferent. tau-tarot@proton.me. So let's move on, huh? Let's go to the moments page. Don't tread on me. A message from 1775 still stands today. Remember I was talking about, we had Pluto Uranus, 1775, 1776. Evolution, revolution. That's what they said back then. Don't tread on me. People are doing the same thing now. The people who run the world think they can control us. They're planning on it. Digital ID. You're going to have nothing and be happy. You notice in the supermarkets, food is disappearing off shelves rather quickly now. They're going to try to starve us out. It's going to be Hunger Games Part 2. We can stop all of this, but it's up to us. That's why I said that, you can crack an egg, but you can't patch it up again. You got to start over. A cracked egg never heals. That's the same thing here. We can't just simply go, well, nah, don't try to patch it up. Got to be brand new from the bottom up, and it's up to each and every one of us to say, don't tread on me. If you don't say it, they will. Let's do the meme of the day. Here you go. Talking about treading. 3 stories. First of all, we're talking about the vaccine. Now, the vaccine has, by all information, several important things. First of all, it's poisoning our system, our DNA. We know that already. We're finding the junk in the vaccine in our DNA. That means that they are genetically changing us without our permission and in many cases without our notice. But the vaccine also served something else. It was brought in for the vaccine passport. So they wanted to get you here, just sign here on a dotted line. Of course, the vaccine passport, and they want to bring in the biometric ID. We need to go even farther. And the biometric ID was brought in by the central bank digital currency because they want to control everything. And if they go the CBDC stuff, the central bank gets to control everything. Oh, wait a minute, you're eating too much food. Eating too much food. Sorry, we're going to cut off your money until you do what we tell you. Kind of back that up a little bit. Jacques Attali, he wrote a book called Verbatim. Here from the 1981 book by Bilderberger, Jacques Attali is the example of the elite's mindset. Here's from one of the elites. Quote, the future will be about finding a way to reduce the population. Now, of course, we won't be able to execute people or build camps. We get rid of them by making them believe it's for their own good. We're going to find or cause something, a pandemic, targeting certain people, a real economic crisis, not simply a virus affecting the old or elderly. It doesn't matter. The weak, the fearful, they're going to quit. They're going to succumb to it. The stupid will believe it and ask to be treated. By that time, we will have taken care of having panned the treatment, a treatment that will be the solution. The selection of idiots will therefore be done. This is their words. This is what they have planned for you, and it is very close to enacting. The key ingredient at this point is a digital ID. You have to say, no, 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 don't tread on me. And to underline this vaccine thing going on, this is not new. 1972, before a Senate subcommittee hearing, polio vaccine inventor Jonas Salk testified that nearly all polio outbreaks since 1961 resulted from or were caused by the polio vaccine itself. You go, well, yeah, but you don't hear much about polio today. No, because it's Guillain-Barré and it's mutated. Once they put this shit into you, and if it connects to your DNA, it's over. Pay attention to the news to see how many famous people, and maybe not so famous, die suddenly. I will guarantee you they all got the shot more than once. Missing link, tying it all together. How about this? Oh, God, Denmark. Denmark is fighting AI. It just gave citizens their copyright. They have the power of copyright to their own face, voice, and body. Do you know how powerful that is? Denmark government said, wait a minute. Each of us gets to copyright our own face, voice, and body. It is a new war on AI deepfakes, and it's begun. Want digital ID? Sorry. Can't do it. Can't do it. I have a copyright on my face, voice, and body, and you're not getting my permission. Denmark. If you were a woman, I would hug you. Oh, man. If they can do it, what the hell is wrong with us? What's stopping us? If you figure that out, you might just find how dirty this whole thing is. Let's go to the tarot. Let's talk about the manifesting reading energy. We begin with the Seven of Pentacles. You see the guy leaning, looking at the pentacles. Pentacles are a value system. They're not money. They're not things. Any tarot reader who tells you that pentacles are money, run away because they're morons. Pentacles are our value system. And the Seven of Pentacles, like this guy here, he's looking. Time to update your value system. Find out what's really important. It's critical. Don't tread on me. Next card up is the Three of Pentacles. This, remember the power of three? Mind, body, spirit. It's an opportunity to test your current value system against the new ones. Well, you know, I'd like to try this, or I'd like to emphasize this, or I'd like to do this, or I'd like to change this. You have to update your value system. Take a look at your current ones, see what needs changing. And the final card is the Chariot card. Let your intuition, let your spirit guide you to your new values. What feels good in your spirit? What feels good in your heart? What makes you feel aligned and free? Don't tread on me. Remember, a cracked egg never heals. Begin again. Your life, your children's life, humanity depends on each and every one of us taking care of business. Cracked egg never heals. Don't tread on me. So that's it for right now. We're all done. Time is finito. We cannot buy more time, so we're done. Thank you for investing your day, a little part of it, with me. See you back tomorrow. In the meantime, like and subscribe. Very, very important. Like and subscribe. It's the only way that we can fight on the internet anymore these days. Between now and the next time you and I do this tarot thing together, peace and blessings.